Virtual Tarot Taurus for your December reading. I'm Ava.
And I am Trudy, and welcome to Virtual Tarot. Did you already say that?
I did say that.
All right, we said it twice. Cool. Here we are, and we are celebrating winter solstice in our Yule tool.
Yule tools.
Yes, it's a new kind of fabrication invented by Ava and Trudy.
I love tools.
And
watch out, don't get them on fire.
Yeah, right? You have noticed that we are dancing around in this stuff in the beginning of the video. So, what that means is we will be celebrating a winter solstice ritual with you. All you have to do is click below, and you can join into the celebration.
Yes, and learn all about these wonderful, beautiful, ancient pagan celebrations of the seasons.
Yes, which we like to call NAPAG.
It's backwards.
Yes.
It's pagan backwards.
We've renamed the pagan as the NAPAGs.
What did they say?
Because it's negative and we want to turn it into a positive.
God is dog backwards?
Yes. I've heard many sort of theories about that.
Why is that? What did they say?
Oh, so I don't know. People can talk their way around anything.
Really?
I think God and dog have nothing to do with one another.
Oh, they have nothing to do with each other.
Yeah, unless it's dogma.
Right.
Which I could see that.
Or who was it?
We don't regress or anything.
Right.
Anywho.
Diogenes and his dog.
Oh, is that what it is?
Diogenes and his dog. He finally went naked because he stripped himself of all his possessions. He wanted to just find God with just him and experience, and he begged. He had a little rice bowl. He went around begging, and then he noticed there was a little dog, and he noticed the dog, and the dog didn't have a rice bowl.
Oh.
And but the dog survived, so he decided to imitate the dog. And so
there's a little God in every dog.
There's a little God in every dog. A dog knows how to survive without having to beg.
Right. It's lovely.
I found a way.
There you go. She made it make sense.
To make sense out of it.
She talked circles around that whole idea of God and dog.
Tried.
So two cards fell out of the deck. I just have to unwipe.
Oh my God.
So I'm going to tell you what they are for Taurus. And we're going to read for you anyway. We never do this, but we're going to do something fun. Okay, so first we have the Fool.
Oh, and you had that. Didn't they have that?
I'm looking at the reading right now. No, they did not.
Not this last one.
No, and then they also have the Eight of Cups inverted.
Oh.
So we're going to call these the significator cards, which we never do. We do a 4-card spread here, and actually significator cards, what that means is it's sort of an underlying sort of atmosphere to the reading itself.
So it's very interesting. So there's a duality there because they need to leave something,
but they don't want it.
But they don't want to, and yet they can't have their adventure. They can't free themselves, divest themselves of the unnecessary. Right. Until they do. Yeah. So let's see.
I'm going to hold these out.
All right. So
there are significators.
We have to do a recap.
Yes. And we also have to tell you what we do here at Virtual Tarot. At Virtual Tarot, we empower women to reclaim the sacred feminine through the use of the tarot. We have come up with a 4-card spread, which we use to forecast the month for every sign every month. Also, we use the tarot as a teaching tool.
We do. And if you watch not only your own sign, but your rising sign, your moon sign, and sneak a peek at other people's signs too, you can learn a great deal about the enormous potential symbolism in every single card.
That's right.
Right.
So watch all the signs, enjoy that, and the 4-card spread consists of
the first card is the overall tone of the month of December for you,
and the second card represents challenges, things that you may face this month,
and the third card is the unexpected.
4th card represents the outcome. Little girl talk at the end, and after that, you're going to have a pretty good idea of what the month will hold.
Yes. Let's recap.
Let's recap for last month for Taurus.
Yes, they had a wonderful reading. It started out with the Ace of Cups upright.
Yep.
So the whole month of November for them was colored with an offering of love.
And it sort of has opened up because before that, the past months prior, We had a 4 of Cups.
Mm.
And that was sort of like a checked out, not sure, because we
Yeah,
had a
not
Tower
sure.
way before that. Something happened this year for Taurus. It sort of set them back. But it didn't set them back very long. Do you remember that?
No. And
there was a jump ahead.
They did. And they had for their challenge, which was actually the Wheel of Fortune.
Mm-hmm.
So that
This
again,
month.
your challenge is to turn your wheel up. That is to move into a new positive cycle
Yes.
in your life.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the unexpected, we had the Page of Swords.
That's right. And that's like that idea
Yeah, some sort of
That-
new idea.
that, needs to happen.
And then at the end, we had Judgment.
Right, this epiphany. So
Epiphany
sort
of
of
some
like,
sort.
there's a lot of transformation going on
Oh,
at this point, and being open to new offers,
New offers,
Opening your
new
heart.
ideas, and
allowing it to come in.
right, and
Yeah.
learning and accepting love,
That's right.
because you're not used to it, or you're shy.
You've been burned.
You've been burned,
Yeah.
and now you're a little skeptical, but
That's the month of November.
yeah. So
Yeah.
that was November. Let's see what's going on for you in the month of December. Here we go. Ta-ta-da-da.
And with the 2 significators at the top,
Yes, remember those.
we are moving into
Oh my
the
God.
overall environment of the month, which is for the month of 2015, or the year of 2015. We have the 9 of Cups, which we call
The Fat and Happy card. Because the man is fat and happy.
He is! He's got all of his little cups behind him.
Yes, he does.
So there's
He's happy. He's
nothing to work for.
No, he's just counting his cups
Right.
and putting them up high so that no one can touch them.
Yeah.
So he feels that what he's gathered together for himself on an emotional level are his.
Boy, that's a leap, isn't it?
What do you mean?
From the 4 to the Ace
Oh, yeah.
to the 9.
Oh, the 9. Rapid progress.
You guys are moving right through.
So you're recovering on an emotional level
Yeah.
quite well.
Yes. Yes.
And so let's see what your challenge is. Oh my.
Okay, so what we have in the position of challenge, we have the World. So there's once again this sort of wheel thing that was happening
Same
last
thing. Because
month.
their challenge last month was the wheel
Yes.
to move into a more positive phase or cycle of their life. And
So it looks as if Taurus, like the thing with Taurus at the end of the year, is like moving into like sort of the next incarnation
right.
of Taurus, right?
I was just listening to I always listen to lectures at night, and I don't remember, maybe it was Steiner or someone, they were saying that when there were these rites of passage, rites of initiation.
On a motorcycle.
Oh, that was a motorcycle. I see. And
That's right.
what was
That's a
interesting,
rite of passage, riding a motorcycle.
what was interesting is that when these ceremonies would take place and a person would be led through these rites, these ceremonies, that they changed absolutely. They became not only affected by it, but they changed who they were. The individual that they were.
Oh, absolutely. I believe that, yeah.
So it wasn't even so much about just going through these, I'm going into adulthood and I have to face my responsibilities.
Right.
No.
Right.
You literally become somebody else.
Well, and that's what we're talking about with Winter Solstice,
And that's
too.
what this is about.
It's transformation. Well, it's rebirth.
It's rebirth. But what's rebirth? Rebirth means you're born again as somebody else.
Right.
And meaning this is a positive move. Not, you don't become a nice person and then become somebody bad.
Well, we've said before, like this card can mean you might even dress different.
You might dress different.
You might change your
speak different,
hairstyle.
And
You might walk differently.
Not only that, but people have been known after these things to change their eye color. It's so absolute.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, the alchemy inside is so profound that even the external physicality of a person changes. The way they look, the color of their hair, the color of their eyes. It happened like that. That's how profound these initiations were.
Wow. That's pretty interesting. You're going to have to share that in the history of our YouTube channel. That's what we do. We share the history of the YouTube channel. She watches something and I'm like, I'm watching what, Rudolph, what was his name again?
Steiner, one of my favorite mystic philosophers of all time.
See, that's my transformation. Watching the history of her YouTube
you know, it's
viewership.
Very interesting because there's so many, it's like a living encyclopedia.
Well, there we go, the Dead Guru Society. Roll the Dead Guru Society.
So, yes, it's a rebirth, a total rebirth. So what's demanded of you is extraordinary, really.
Because you've been dancing around this for a while. Like we had the Judgment card last month, which is like the epiphany and rising to the occasion.
Right.
But now...
Dilly-dallying is the word. Dilly-dallying around.
Right, but now what we have is the 20... Well, this is the 22nd card, really, in the Major Arcana. This is the end.
The end. It's time.
It's time.
There's no more delay.
You've been messing around, jumping around, doing whatever you've been
TV,
doing.
You know, doing everything you can to avoid.
Well, of course, we have the Fat and Happy card.
Yeah, the Fat and Happy card.
So it's kind of hard to, like, allow the pangs of rebirth if you're already fat and happy. Why bother?
Why bother? So let's see.
Moving on.
Moving on.
And there we have King of Wands in the position of unexpected. And the King of Wands is the entrepreneur, and we always say it's also the starting things in the garage card. Because this is the guy who can sort of come up with an idea and make it happen. He's in the upright.
Yeah, he can make it happen. And he's fearless, and he's passionate, and he's impulsive, and he's but calculatedly so, you know.
He's a grown man, mature man. Yes.
So it doesn't necessarily mean that the men only possess these qualities. You can possess them as a woman as well. This is the King of Fire, and look at our fire.
Oh my!
Out.
So
let's light the fire.
Ready?
Ready. Woo! Hi, Trudy.
Hi, Ava.
Boy, that initiation really worked.
It did.
It did. And what is your song?
My song is Light My Fire.
Oh, I love that song. Would you sing it for our audience, Trudy?
Certainly. The time to hesitate is through. No time to wallow in the mire. Try and we can only lose. Our love become a funeral pyre. Come on, baby, let my fire. Come on, baby, let my fire. Try to set the night on fire. Woo! The King of Wands brings about a stately aspect of major fire, but not only fire in the sense of the rod or the wand being a vital primal force of fire, of wood, of solidity. But the king also brings a sense of stateliness, of knowing his place, but also of being able to lead, to have leadership qualities.
Trudy, excellent reading, excellent. So, we're going to move on from there, and woo! Another Wands card, appropriately enough.
I'm back.
You're back. But we're happy to have you back. I know it was quite a metamorphosis.
It was. Yeah, I always wanted to be a man.
That's true. She did. All right.
And I am a Gemini, so.
Yes.
Okay, so what do we have at the end of the reading?
Card.
We have this card of going public, which is the Six of Wands. So that is a really terrific card for you, Taurus, because it seems as if you have been trying to take something not only public, but to remember, we have the judgment card. We've had the judgment card quite a few times. So it seems as if we've got Taurus wanting to sort of like rise above the masses in a way.
To rise above the masses and to express something extraordinary.
Yes.
Something uniquely
extraordinary.
Extraordinary.
It's like magic transformation.
Again, because fire is inspiration. It's art, inspiration. It is creation. It is creating.
It is. It is. So what do we have at the end? We've got this going public card.
And with your art.
So what is, and I always call this card, it's like, you know, if you're taking something public, it can mean a lot of things. It can mean you're public on Facebook with your company. It can mean you're taking a company public. It can mean that you're either, you know, maybe on stage even.
Or maybe on stage.
And admired.
Or also, yes, or doing a lot of work on Twitter, Facebook,
any of the social
medias to get the message out. But you have a lot of followers.
Yes, and that's so literal right now. Isn't it funny? Because a few years ago you'd say you have a lot of followers and everything.
Where? How am I going to get any followers?
But now that has
now anybody can have a lot of followers.
Right.
And so
to wrap the whole reading up, I mean, you know, there is
metamorphosis.
This major, like you just saw here on camera.
Yes, Trudy turned into
I turned into a man.
into Aaron, our video man.
Yes, I did.
Thank you, Aaron.
Thanks,
by
Aaron.
the way.
It was really
was brave of you.
Awesome.
Turn into Trudy.
Yes. So the reading really is telling Taurus that, you know, this overall environment of, which isn't surprising, it is Christmas, the holiday season. Like, don't become distracted with all of the, like the plenty around you, because
you have a mission.
Yeah, you've had one for quite some time.
And it's time to actually accomplish an internal change.
And it looks as if unexpectedly there's going to be somebody behind you who's actually
be backing you, helping you.
Yeah, because you got to go and get public with this whole thing.
You do.
Yeah.
So
you got to. There's going to be
congratulations again.
Get moving,
Taurus. Taurus is very lucky.
Get moving, Taurus.
Get moving. Get it done, and you're going to be so happy.
Yes.
You are.
Yeah. Well, it's what you want. It's what you've been striving toward.
Right. And so, isn't it?
There's just a little bit of gluttony involved this month.
Yeah, but isn't it poetic? It happens at the very last month of the year.
Yeah, it really is.
Really, I mean, it's like the culmination.
Yeah. Although Taurus, you know, Taurus is like hanging out in the field, eating a little bit of grass along the way.
Yeah, they like to.
So slow down on the grass, Taurus, if you know what I mean.
Yes, I think they know what you mean.
You got a lot of stuff to do.
All right.
All right. Well, thanks a lot. Listen, if you would like a personal reading.
Yes, without much frivolity and succinctly to help you to flesh out for yourself a more clear description of your particular fate or destiny, please come to us, because this month and November we are offering a discount on our readings.
That's right.
A tremendous discount, actually.
Yes, so you can actually get a reading if you've always wanted one. It is the end of the year, great time to get a reading. These readings are fabulous.
They are.
Ava does a great job.
I try very hard.
She does. And
we also... my heart and soul.
She does. And you know, after this also, please join us for the Winter Solstice Ritual. We really, really hope that you get something from that, and you can always tune in now and then tune in on the 21st as well. Please comment, let us know what you think of that. Yeah. Ava did a bang-up job on that too. You're fabulous. And then, so, you know, click here to get a reading.
There or there.
Yeah.
Right.
And also the Counts card is available for this month.
Right.
Super easy to get to.
Super easy.
Just click on it. It's down below, the link, and it'll just pop right up and you can subscribe. No fuss, no muss.
Yep.
And that's it. I guess.
That's it.
We're going to see you in 2015, and we're going to try and go to Key West.
We're going to Cross our fingers.
To deliver our psychic sisters.
Oh, that should be a fun trip.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I hope they let us in the front door. And
They will.
that's it.
Thank you.
Have a lovely 2014 rest of the year.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Taurus.
Bye.